Hello everyone, welcome back to Melloview. Season 4 of Love, Death and Robots dropped and instantly caused a stir, especially its opening episode, Can't Stop, directed by the legendary David Fincher. Given his iconic works like Fight Club and Say 7N, not to mention the highly acclaimed Bad Traveling from Season 3, expectations for Fincher were sky high. But this time, he threw convention out the window and delivered a visually arresting puppet reenactment of a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert instead of a traditional narrative short. The result? A polarizing response, an IMDb rating of just 4.3. The performance in question is a reimagining of the band's legendary 2003 concert at Slane Castle in Ireland, a milestone marking their 20th anniversary, remembered as one of the most iconic moments in rock history. Drawing a crowd of 80,000, the original show fused music and visuals from dusk till deep into the night, crafting an unforgettable audiovisual experience. What's intriguing is the uncanny timing. In their July 2024 tour, Red Hot Chili Peppers actually opened with Can't Stop as their first full track, right after the intro segment. This temporal echo has sparked speculation. Was Love, Death and Robots intentionally syncing its premiere with the band's recent activities? The episode isn't short of symbolism. In the middle of the blazing performance, one audience member, a marionette like the rest, has his strings burned off by a spark. Freed from control, he's momentarily liberated, only to wither and collapse almost instantly. It's a haunting image, suggesting that liberation doesn't always equate to salvation. Freedom can come at a steep cost, sometimes leading to chaos and disintegration instead of control and clarity. As the music fades and the concert ends, we see the four puppet band members walking together, nearly naked with socks covering their lower halves, a cheeky nod to RHCP's famously rebellious image, and a visual gag that doubles as tribute. More importantly, it continues the central metaphor: these are performers, animated by unseen hands, with little autonomy over their motion, doomed to never stop. It's an existential loop embodied in strings, song, and satire. Perhaps the most jarring clash, however, lies in the dissonance between the lyrics and what we see. The puppets belt out lyrics celebrating freedom and self-determination, yet their every movement is clearly manipulated from above. That contrast delivers a biting critique of modern society, the illusion of agency in a tightly scripted world. Still, the core of audience criticism seems to stem from a perceived disconnect between this short and the overarching themes of the series. Where's the love? Where's the death? Where's the robot? Many asked. There's also frustration at what some call a lack of story. Viewers kept watching, waiting for that big narrative twist, for some meta-reveal that would explain who's pulling the strings and why. But none of that came. The song ends. The screen goes black. That's it. But perhaps that confusion and disappointment are part of Fincher's point. By placing what essentially feels like a surreal music video at the very front of a narratively driven anthology, he's forcing the viewer to confront their own expectations, maybe even mocking them a bit. In that sense, the episode breaks the fourth wall not through dialogue or character, but by challenging our assumptions about what a story should be. When we criticize the puppets for dancing mindlessly to invisible manipulation, are we not doing something similar, allowing ourselves to be guided by our rigid expectations for what a Love, Death and Robots episode is supposed to look like? What did you think of this episode? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'm Melloview, see you next time.